my wolf pack, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel where this episode is going to be focused on a draft analysis for the PBAL D-League. Now, I'm currently working on getting the logo sent to me, but I couldn't really put this off much more because I don't really have much time to record after today. So, yeah, this is a season that I kind of didn't really expect to be in. I got invited to this one, so thank you, Aaron, for inviting me. And yeah, I got first pick. I don't think I've ever had first pick before, which is really, really fantastic. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the matches in this. In fact, I'm not going to lie to you, we're in week 5. We're about to start week 6. I'm really behind. I'm not going to lie, I've had a lot of stuff. I've been back at work about a month now, and it's been really busy, and I haven't really had the motivation to record, but I'm back now, and we're going to get going with these. So, yes, we will pick one, and we have got ourselves Dragonball. This is a mon I've wanted to use for a very, very long time. Yeah, I've wanted to use this for ages, realistically. It's fast, it's strong, it can sweep through teams, it can be like a late game breaker or sweeper. It just works really, really nicely, and I thought, you know, pick one, I have to go for it. I just had to do it, and yeah, Dragonball is the first mon. It has such good variety of moves. It has things like Surf, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Dragon Pulse. I think it maybe has Flamethrower. It has access to like U-Turn, Dragon Darts, Dragon Claw, Dragon Rush, Phantom Force if I wanted to do that for any reason. But yeah, Dragonball's got loads and loads and loads of things that I can use with it. And yeah, it is a mon that I am very, very, very excited to get using. It's just, you know, one of my favourite mons in this team, and I think it's just going to work really, really well in this team and hopefully do a lot of work in each of the battles. Yeah, that's Dragonball. We all know it's one of the most prevalent mons in OU, so hopefully I can get it to work. Next up, I thought we need a combination with Dragonball. We kind of need to fill out this core, and Bishop kind of works because Bishop has a 4x weakness to fighting, whereas Dragonball has the immunity, and then Dragonball is weak to Dragon, Fairy, and Dark type. Now we're neutral to Fairy, but we are resisting Dark types and also Fairy, not Fairy types, the other type, Dragon type. So Bishop just looked a really, really good option for this team to go really nicely hand in hand with Dragonball there, and I think they are going to synergize pretty nicely when it comes to covering each other's weaknesses. Obviously there is a ground type weakness on Bishop as well, which Dragonball can't cover too well, but we cover that with our next pick. I went for Thunderous Varian. This thing is just crazy. I am so excited to use it, honestly. I just think it's going to put in so much work on here. I did consider Thunderous Incarnate, and afterwards I feel maybe Thunderous Incarnate might be better because of the Prankster, but obviously Volt Absorb, is it Volt Absorb? I think it's Volt Absorb, is a really good ability. I can switch on the electric type attacks, and yeah, Thunderous can sweep like anything. It's like base 145 special attack, which is absolutely huge, 101 speed, so it's actually really fast. It is a bit frail though, but with a Nasty Plot, for example, it can sweep for a team. With a Choice Scarf, it can sweep for a team. So yeah, I am looking at Thunderous and thinking this thing is going to wreck house on a lot of mons. Hasn't got the most diverse new move pool. It's got things like Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, Volt Switch, can't think, Dark Pulse, Psychic, Sludge Wave, but that's kind of the extent of the move, so there are quite a few ones that we can't really cover super well, but I'm thinking Thunderous should be able to put in a ton of work and just really kind of wreck house with a lot of different mons. I'm really excited to use it. I've never used it before, and I think it's going to be a really fun mon to use. Next up, we've got Blaziken. Now, Blaziken is a mon that I've wanted to use for a very, very long time. I've never actually had the opportunity to use it, though. Just because it hasn't fit in the team, but I was looking for a fire type, and I also like to have a fighting type in my team, and Blaziken just kind of fit that role. We've now got an immunity to ground type. We've got a second ground type weakness, annoyingly, but with already having one immunity, having Blaziken on this team wasn't too bad of a pick. We've got access to physical and special runs, defog. You've got access to things like Flare Blitz, Close Combat, Aura Sphere, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, U-Turn, the Elemental Punches, loads and loads of different things that Blaziken can do, and just really can put in a lot of pressure on a lot of different mons. So I'm really looking forward to using Blaziken. I think it has access to Swords Dance as well, which is really good. The only downside is that I can't run Speed Boost, I can only run Blaze. That's because Speed Boost is illegal, which is fair enough, because if you protect with this thing, get a +1, and then you basically have a Scarf where you can just use whatever. So yeah, Blaziken, Blaze, it still hopefully will put in a lot of work. I'm really excited to use it. And combining this, I kind of wanted to fill out a Grass, Water, Fire core. I went for Venusaur. Now Venusaur, you'll have seen as well that I went for this in the RBL. I actually did this draft before the RBL, and Venusaur just kind of fits in with this team quite nicely. I did consider like Sceptile, but I thought Venusaur works quite nicely. It's more bulky, it has that poison typing to cover other grass types itself, it has access to a large variety of moves, and obviously things like Giga Drain can be really helpful on it, Sludge Bomb. You've got access to Earth Power, Weather Ball if the opponent's trying to use something, even the Terrain Pulse it's got access to. So lots and lots of different things. If I can get a Sunny Day set up with anything, because I think Thundurus and Blaziken both learn Sunny Day. Dragonball possibly does as well. If I can get a Sunny Day set up, I can run a Chlorophyll set and just kind of break through a lot of different things if I run like a Life Orb set. So that's kind of my thought process with Venusaur. It's going to be a very helpful mon. I'm going to probably run it more bulky most weeks, but there is definitely the opportunity to run Chlorophyll with this team that I've got so far. Next up, I wanted a normal type. I think the normal types were being taken at this point, and I was like, I really want one that isn't Tauros, because I've used Tauros in my other league, and I try and use different mons that I have used previously. Currently on this team, there's a crossover of Venusaur, and I haven't used the rest of them in competitive draft league. So Snorlax is another one I haven't used in draft league, but I've been interested in. Very specially defensive, very good HP, pretty good attack, and this thing is a really diverse move pool as well. It can hit so many different mons for so much damage. From the super effective aspect, it's got immunity, so it can't be poisoned. So if I've got someone trying to toxic me, obviously I can switch that in. It's got gluttony, so I can get the like Figgy or Wiki Berries with the Belly Drum combination. If I go for like a Trick Room variation of things, so Snorlax can really put in a lot of work with this team in general. Having that obviously immunity to Ghost is going to be really important, because I can then switch out Dragapult into it quite freely if they go for Ghost type moves, obviously. Yeah, Snorlax, obviously Curselax is a thing as well, so that's definitely something that I'll be considering. Yawn, Toxic, lots of different things. I'm going to hopefully see a lot of good things happening. Next up is my Fairymon. Now this is a mon that I have been wanting to use for a very long time. I just really love it. It's personally one of my favourite Pokemon. Diancie, which is obviously a mythical, but we have the Rock and Fairy type aspects. You've got Meteor Beam, Power Gem, Diamond Storm as your really good Rock type moves. You have got access to Moonblast. You've got access to, I think, Draining Kiss as well. It's not as good, but it is an option to run if I'm running like a Stored Power kind of style set. Calm Mind is a really good option. Calm Mind with Diamond Storm could work really nicely. What else has it got? It's got access to Rock Polish, so we can increase its speed. It's base 67 speed, I think it is, something along those lines. So it's not super fast, but after a Rock Polish, it should be able to outspeed a lot of mons. And if I can get a Meteor Beam off as well, I get a +1 on my special attack. It's very bulky, so realistically, it's not going to die to a single hit from any mon, unless it's like a Steel type attack, because let's face it, that's insane. But yeah, Diancie I think is going to put in a lot of work. I think it has access to Stealth Rock and Trick Room as well, so a little bit of a support aspect could be used with this also. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this. Moving on to my next pick, I got my tier 5 Pokemon at this point. I've gone for Wartortle because I thought Wartortle actually kind of looks pretty nice. Actually looks pretty nice on this team, and I think like Wartortle, it could be an underrated mon. You've got access to things like Shell Smash. Like Wartortle already has base 80 in its defenses, which, you know, isn't amazing, but with an Eviolite is really, really good. And the opportunity to Shell Smash and get a +2 in your speed attack and special attack, you kind of take that turn where you're slower and you take that hit and then you become faster than everything and start to really tear down, especially late game. It can work really well. You've got access to Rapid Spin, lots of good water type moves as well. I just thought this thing worked really, really nicely, and it just looks like it could be a really good, cool mon for me to use, so that's why I took it. I needed a tier 5 mon. I kind of wanted a better water type, I'm not going to lie, but at this point, most of the water types that I would have been interested in had gone, so I was like, okay, we'll go water turtle, because that's the best option that I can see for what the points were. I don't think it was even points, I think it's tiers. It was tiers, so yeah. Next up, we've got a surprising pick, Mudsdale. I think Mudsdale was a tier 4 pick, and yeah, it's actually kind of pretty awesome. I never really looked at Mudsdale and thought, you know what, that's a mon I want to use, but it's bulky, it has access to a large variety of moves, it has access to stamina, which is a really, really cool ability. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about using Mudsdale. I think it's just going to be a really, really fantastic mon. Honestly, I think that I am looking forward to using Mudsdale in a good variety of matches, and I think it's definitely going to be one of my favourite mons of this season, based on like what I've already seen of it, without giving you any spoilers. So Mudsdale, yeah, I'm excited to use Earthquake. I haven't got any terrain on this team, so Earthquake can just go quite freely. Obviously, grassy terrain is a bit of a problem if someone has Rillaboom, but we can work our way around that and have a different ground type attack in that scenario. And the last Pokemon I picked Cryogenol, or Cryogenol, however you say it. I want to say it's Cryogenol because cryogenic, but you know, it could be Cryogenol. But yeah, this Snowflake is again a mon that I've been kind of interested in using. I know it's not the most amazing Pokemon out there, but it definitely can do a few things. It's very niche because it has a very limited move pool. I think literally it has access to ice type attacks and Flash Cannon and what's the other move? There's another move, I can't think what it's called. Flash Cannon and Water Pulse, and those are that's basically all it gets access to. So it's a very limited move pool in that respect. But Levitate, Rapid Spin, Recover, all really good options to use. Has Toxic as well. It's quite fast, so you know, Freeze Dry options are really, really good on this thing. I think Freeze Dry is a fantastic move, honestly, because it hits so many different Pokemon. But yeah, Cryogenol I thought was quite a nice last pick. I didn't have many points left, and I thought I could do with a nice type. I could do with a nice type here, and that was just the type that stood out to me to fill the role that I wanted it to fill. So this team, I don't feel like this is the best team I've ever drafted. Honestly, I feel that this team is very a bit chaotic, I'm going to be honest. I think it's a bit chaotic. I think there are lots of different mons that are filling different roles, and I may have a couple of like common weaknesses, like a ground type weakness, definitely. I've got quite a common one there, so yeah, I'll try not to sneeze. We'll see what happens with this season. Honestly, as I said, I wasn't really expecting kind of hugely to be in this season. It was just kind of an opportunity, and I was like, yeah, you know what, let's go for it. And when I was drafting, I had no draft plan at all because at that time I was very busy. But yeah, we went with this. We're going to see what happens, and hopefully we get a couple of wins. That's all I really asked for. So yeah, let me know what you think about this draft down in the comments below. If you think it's good, then say it's good. If it's bad, then say it's bad. But tell me why it's bad and what mons I could change. That'd be helpful, actually. Yeah, I'm looking forward to using this regardless. I really love Draft League, obviously. So yeah, this is a singles league. Gonna have a lot of fun, and yeah, maybe we'll make it to playoffs, maybe we won't, but we'll see what happens. But that is going to be all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.